work your way along the south coast, there's less places to go wrong, but there's big places you can go wrong coming up. And then once you get past the checkpoint 1, last significant climb, and then the choices get a bit easier, and also that second half is a little bit flatter. I'm not saying it's completely flat, it's not. It's I find it a bit easier. So, very important turn. Most people would think you'd turn this way because you're heading towards the sea, but this is down to Le Genet Bay only. And there are a couple of stones here. And there will be lots of marks, but on the first year, 2017, all the marks were removed, the chalk marks were scuffed out, and a lot of people went wrong. So I tend to put a sign on that tree, an arrow, along with the usual ribbons. So please try and remember this. If you go down there, then you end up, and it's quite steep, you end up down on a bay, and the access to the bay is a ladder. So you'll know you've gone wrong, but it's about a quarter of a mile down and then a quarter of a mile back. So you will regret it. You may just be able to make out the ladder going down to Genet Bay. You might be able to see the path going up, so it's quite steep. And on the other side, I'm just about to round the corner into Petit Bow, and in the distance you can see Le Gouffre. So you may well see these little red flags. These aren't ours, they're marking this ant's nest. So here in the descent to checkpoint 1, just keep going down. This just leads up to the lane above. It's quite overgrown at the moment, so you probably won't even think about going up there, but on race day that might all be cut back and you might think that's the way to go, but it's not. Down towards the bay. So as you come to the bottom of the steps, you hit the lane that goes down to the bay. You need to be turning left and going down. As you get here, you will be able to see the checkpoint, which should be over there, just at the bottom of the steps. So you don't go down right down to the bay, just run straight across here. So that's about 8 miles. Not a full checkpoint, but just a place to top up with some water, maybe get some Coke, grab some sweets, some nuts, crisps, whatever, just to keep you going for the next 8 miles. Checkpoint 2, and this is the last significant single climb of the race. Once you get to the top of this, there are a few other places, but nothing like this. This is once this is over, the worst is done. Right, so here is another divergence from the Gun31 and GU36 routes. GU36 is, you need to go up here, I'm afraid, but gun runners down here, and they go almost all the way down to the magazine and then all the way back up, and I'll show you where the paths meet up again. In the meantime, I'm afraid, more steps. And that's the top. Job done. So it's pretty obvious. You follow this track for a while, but near the end of this track there is a turn that's hard to miss. Obviously will be marked, but worth bearing in mind when you hit this track, there's a left turn in about 100 meters or so. I mentioned a left turn, but it's not this one. This one goes down to the magazine. So approaching that turn, easy to miss, will be marked. It's also got a stone saying cliff path. This leads onto a lane. Obviously if you get to there, you've gone too far. Down into this little glade. I'll post some pictures of this, so it might be familiar to some of you. And then when you get up the other side, you need to keep to the left. So approaching Le Gouffre, see boat moorings down below. This path to the left just goes out to the headland. You need to head up past this wall and up this track. So at the end of the track, into this little area here. This is quite difficult to mark. It depends on what's growing at the time. But basically you need to turn left past the cafe, which is shut at the moment, and then head up these steps. If you're lucky, the cafe might be open, you get an ice cream or tea or something. So only a short flight of steps those, they're quite shallow, so not too bad. Now you're at the top, a couple of miles, pretty flat stretch just past the top of those steps. There's a couple of little paths leading off some National Trust land, National Trust of Guernsey that is. Just ignore those and keep on the main path. And there's another little turn coming up. So again, depending on the state of overgrowth, another little turn here, you may not even notice it. Just keep to the main path. And this is where that path comes out, it just loops out to a viewpoint at the end. Carry on the main path. Nice bit of flat running here. So we're approaching this house. Again, GU36, just keep on the main path. Gun runners go up these little sleeper steps, but really that's because it's at night and it's just to keep them away from the house as far as possible. GU36s just carry on this way, past the house. Then just keep left on this track. So we reach a road, or lane really, just need to keep to the left. This is very difficult to mark well, and sometimes have had marks removed from around here. So you need to keep left here and then turn back onto the cliff path. Just by this sign here, sharp left. Heading towards La Colbière. So here, another Gun31 change of route. G36s go straight up here, follow this track around by this stone. But here, gun runners go right up on a loop and then join up near the Corbière. The reason I don't take the G36s out there is quite often at this time of year it's very, very overgrown and it's a very narrow path, so it keeps this nice flat wide track. So there's lots of these little turn-offs along here. Just you will be taking one of those, but just wait until you're nearer those trees up ahead and watch out for the marks. So two turns here, don't take that one going backwards, you need to take this one. So watch out for those trees in that bend and take this one. If you do carry on down to this track, eventually you get to a lane that leads to the car park. So if you do go wrong or you miss the mark, go out to that lane, turn left and you'll pick up the trail again. So as you come towards the sea, what you need to do, you need to keep the sea on your left. So down here, again, there's been some pictures on Twitter, etc. Over there, you can probably just about see the path that the gun runners take, and they go right out to the end of the headland. Nice bit of shade in here if it's a warm day. Approaching, I don't know if you'll hear this because of the wind noise. It's the car park at La Couvrière. Just need to go straight across, pick up the path heading straight towards Prevote Tower. So turn coming up. Need to turn here towards the tower and not head out there. That just goes up to, this is an old medieval castle. Not much left of it or anything. So don't go out there. You'll just have to come back again. So we've just passed the Prevote Tower, and that's the end for this video at least. We'll be posting next week part 4. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and to hit the bell to get notified when those videos are posted. So bye for now.